From right field on the south side of Chicago, it's Major League Baseball on a Friday night. It's the Houston Astros going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
Chicago White Sox.
And on the hill today, Eric Fetty. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
And we're underway here on the south side of Chicago. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Benintendi settles underneath it, takes it in for the out. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Sliced hard but foul. South side of Chicago just getting started here. And ball one. Up the middle. Two quick outs at the top of the first here tonight.
Batting third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
Two outs, base is empty. Digging in, Isaac Paredes.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Working on a 5-game hitting streak. Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
That's a ball.
And he boots it. Still manages a throw.
Got it.
Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. You're dialed into the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And towing the mound for Houston in this one, Peter Lambert. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting second, first baseman.
Okay, let's check out the lineup. An offense that emphasizes a patient approach and controlling the strike zone, and they do it better than anyone. Right now, the top on-base percentage in the league.
Yeah, and it definitely frustrates opposing pitchers because these hitters don't go down easy. They manufacture long at-bats, foul off pitches, and take their walks. It's not hard for teams like this to find success.
Munetaka Murakami, batting with one down, takes a strike. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Stays alive. And a ball and 2 strikes. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. That misses the zone, and now 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat. That's in for a strike.
Here we go, Miguel.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Man at first, 1 away.
Let's go, Miguel. Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Oh, look at the stop. There's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. White Sox come up empty first time around. We'll head to the second from the south side. No score. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Lamont Wade Jr. Line drive, base hit right field. And a good start to the inning.
Batting 5th, the designated hitter, Jaime Diaz.
Fouled off down the right side.
Nope, that's inside.
No score here in the second.
Ball.
And a 2-1 on the way. Out towards right center field. Montgomery gets under it, brings it in. 1 down.
Batting 6th, first baseman, Christian Walker.
1 out, man at first. And now it's going to be Christian Walker. Fouled off. He was late. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Slings to second, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Down to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. Back at right field, bottom of the inning, Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Number 24.
Outside.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. He makes the grab, 1 away.
Batting 6th, second baseman,
Chase Mydroff, the next to hit.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Montgomery, the base runner at first with 1 out. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Runner on the go. That one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Out number 2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That one inside, and that's ball 1.
No, that's a ball.
Fair ball. Montgomery on his horse around third. The relay throw, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Man, I think his legs are feeling good in this one. He really tried to stretch it there to go from first all the way to home, but he ran out of steam a little bit as he came around third. Great relay from the defense, a quick tag at the plate, and they cut down the run.
Here on the
Leading
south
off is
side,
Houston,
top half of the
center
third
fielder,
inning,
number
and stepping in for the
28.
Astros, number 28.
Well, these Astros definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And that is out of play. Out to short. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get the out.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Allen, 27 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2017. On the ground. Slings to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Batting ninth, catcher Christian Vasquez.
And now it's Christian Vasquez.
Here we go, Eric.
Bowling. Ball.
Top of the third, no score. And that one is downstairs. And now 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on. In the air, right field. Montgomery ranging back. Makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory. Astros are down quietly. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Edgar Quero.
Edgar Quero.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Fly ball down the line. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one down.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Ball.
The 1-0.
Ball two.
On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag, and two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Designated hitter, number 17.
Stepping in, Sam Antonacci.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
There's the strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
And they'll do it again.
Ball.
Got him. Out number 3. Nothing doing for the White Sox, and we are still scoreless. Start of the 4th. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jeremy Pena. And a foul ball. Down the left field line, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Inside, ball 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
On the corner for a strike. A little bit low. And it's 2-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Going. Gone. A 2-run blast. And the Astros jump in front. It's 2-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So up next, Isaac Paredes. He's 0 for 1. That's
Ball
off
1.
the mark, and that's ball 1. Ground ball,
Nope,
left
that's
side,
foul.
and it goes just foul. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. Top half of inning number 4. Out towards right center field. Peters under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away.
Up next for the Astros, right fielder Lamont Wade Jr.
Foul ball. And a base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Up next for the Astros.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Next to hit, Yainer Diaz. Ball one, no strikes. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. This to third. Vargas fires to second for 1, and their second double play of the day will end the 4th. 2-run shot for the Astros this inning. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back here on the south side, ready to go, bottom 4. Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. That misses, and it's 1-0.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
This one in the air, center field. In position. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the White Sox, third baseman, Miguel Vargas.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Ball inside.
Missed with a changeup. Ball 2. And there's a foul ball. The Astros up by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Popped up. And there's 2 away.
Up next
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Colson Montgomery.
Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Colson Montgomery. Hit by a pitch his first time up.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That one ripped. He's got it, and that will end the inning. So they make short work of him there. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Astros 2 and the White Sox nothing. We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Astros, Christian Walker. Fetty back to work. Right through there for a strike. That one close, ruled a ball, and it's 1-1.
That's a ball.
Misses
Ball
just
three.
off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Out there to center. One down.
Now back.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Yes.
That misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the air, left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
And a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Christian Vasquez.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
That's a ball.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
Two on, 1 out. Pitch
That's
misses
the ball.
there, and that's ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one's in there. That's strike 1. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Chris Murphy, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Richards, the right-hander, loosening up as well. The 2-1. Outside. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. The Astros trying to break this one open. And we're at the top of the 5th. Hit softly on the ground to third. Vargas over to second. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Astros 2 and the White Sox nothing. Back at right field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Braden Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox.
You know, these White Sox just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success. But at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Missed with a changeup. 2 balls, no strikes. Next offering is fouled back. Off the plate inside. 3-1. Challenge from behind the dish here. So the call stands. So they'll lose their first challenge. And a 3-1 on the way. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Second baseman, Chase my draw.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And a base hit. Plays it on a bounce, and it deflects away. He beats the throw, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
No, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Andrew Benintendi steps up, doubled his first time up. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. That one lifted to left. Alvarez on the move. Makes the grab to third. And he's in there as he tests the arm in left. One away on the flyout.
Good read there at second base to move up to third. Now it's a lot easier to get that run in with one away. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Oh, that's inside.
Splits the plate, and the count is 1-1. To the right side, and that chance handled. To Pena at second for one. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Astros 2 and the White Sox nothing. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. And here is
Leading off
Jeremy
for the
Pena.
Astros, shortstop Jeremy Pena.
Let's go, White Sox!
That clips the zone. Strike one. Pena in his 5th season, 28 years old. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. 0-1. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So a runner aboard to start the inning. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Eric Fetty will depart. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching for the
Chris
White
Murphy
Sox.
will take over here.
38.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
No, that's a ball.
The lefty, the 1-0. That clips the corner.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Step off throw to first. And he just got his hand in there. Here's a 1-1. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Pena aboard here at first with nobody out. And that's a fair ball. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Totally tied up with that inside pitch. Got to it late and deep in the zone, but he got the bat on plane enough to fight it off the other way.
Bowling.
The 1-1. Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off the throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Well, with his speed, he doesn't get a whole lot of those infield hits, but he was giving it everything he had right there. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Golden opportunity right here. There's the strike.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
The Astros trying to break this one open. And we're the top half of the 6th.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
2-1 now. In there at the knees. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a pop-up. One away.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least one run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what, nobody's more frustrated with that at bat than him. This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants. Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. He'll take a jog around the bases. And they add on. It's 6-0.
Wow, what a huge at bat with the bases loaded to be able to come through with a swing like that. You know, he was wishing it to stay fair. He gets to touch a ball, and a grand slam could be huge in this ball game.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Chris Murphy out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Trevor Richards.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
One down. Christian Walker getting ready to hit. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. High fly ball, right field. 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, number 28.
And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Two down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. Astros with the clutch grand slam. It's now a 6-0 ball game. Here on the south side, bottom of the 6th inning, Tristan Peters steps to the plate for the White Sox. Lined into right. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 17.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
The 1-0. Swing and a foul out of play. The Astros up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. Right side and foul ball. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the White Sox, first baseman.
So digging in, Munetaka Murakami. He's 0 for 1. There's the strike at the knees. Comes up empty.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here on the south side, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Foul ball there. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. In the air, left field. Benintendi going back on this one. And there's one down.
Up next for the Astros, catcher Christian Vasquez.
Oh.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there are two down.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rates.
White Sox going with a new arm, Grant Taylor. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Jeremy Pena now at the plate.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Come on, Grant.
Check swing called strike. And that is strike one. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And a foul ball. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Right, one.
Pena leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that is out of play. The 0-2. Swings and misses. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. So the Astros lead one, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-sized ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Right through there for a strike.
I wanted to race the freeze with 1 point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Peter Lambert won't go any further tonight. And a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching for
They turn things over to the southpaw, Bennett Sousa.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Ball inside.
The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
That's a ball.
The 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Montgomery in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate.
Come on, Braden. Hey!
And that
That's off the
misses.
plate.
Yeah, that's ball 2. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. No challenges left for them now. The 2-1. And there's a ball. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
That clips a corner.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
2 on, 1 out. Inside, almost got him. The 2-1. That one catches the corner for a strike. That misses the zone. 3-2 now. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
In the air, left field.
No!
And a foul ball.
That's foul ball!
Two on, 2 outs. Hauls it in to end the inning. White Sox strand a couple. They still find themselves down 6-0. We go to the 8th, and stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1. Just missed. Check swing called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one is upstairs. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
For the Astros, right fielder Lamont Wade Jr.
And first offering is fouled off. The Astros up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. In the air, right field. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Astros, the designated hitter, Yainer Diaz.
Yainer Diaz will hit next.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Huh.
And that one wrapped foul. Two down, nobody on.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fights it off, he'll see another. On the outside corner, got him looking. Astros go down 1-2-3. They lead it though 6-0.
Now pitching for Houston.
So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, A.J. Blueball. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
And leading off to the White Sox, catcher Edgar Harrow.
Right through there for a strike. That one fouled off. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And one out now.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
First pitch just misses. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Ryan Abreu, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Got on plane with that pitch, not as far away, but out there a little bit, but he let it travel, tracked it, didn't try to pull it. And that's something that can help you get going, get on track. Maybe a little bit too late in this ball game, but you just never know.
Now here is Sam Antonacci. Peters stands at first with one out. And that drops in for a strike. Close, but called a ball. Ball 2. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. That one is absolutely belted. And it's foul. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's 6-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
One out, the runner at second. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
And that one misses up and in. And now 3-0. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Antonacci around third. He will score. It's 6-2. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. A.J. Blueball gives way, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
A new
Houston,
arm into the
number
game, the
52,
righty, Brian Abreu. He last pitched 2 days ago. Miguel Vargas digs in now. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Man at second.
Ball. Hot. Nope. Ball two.
And now 2-2. Swing, and he popped it up. 2 away now.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
The shortstop, Colton Montgomery.
Nope. Ball one.
No need to
that's
go
the
right
ball.
at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Man on second, 2 down.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
The 2-1. Fastball is outside.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. And a payoff pitch. Struck him out swinging. Good job at damage control right there. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Astros 6 and the White Sox 2.
Now pitching for the
We're
White
back.
Sox.
It's the top of the 9th,
Number
and there's a new
15,
pitcher on the mound, Sean Newcomb. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. And now it's Christian
Leading off for
Walker.
the
0
Astros,
for 3 in
first
this
baseman,
one.
Christian Walker.
Hey. Ball one.
Newcomb, a 6'5" lefty, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That's outside. Full count now. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, center fielder, number 28.
Get your popcorn, get your peanuts, yeah?
Let's go.
Activity in the bullpen. Anthony Kay, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. And it's fouled away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
The 0-2. And that one
That's low.
cutting but missing down low. Got him. 2 gone now.
Well, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
Allen in the box now as he leaves that one up high. On the ground to the left. Tosses to first, and that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing there for Houston. They lead it 6-2. Back at right
And
field, leading
the
off
White
Braden
Sox.
Montgomery.
Right fielder, number 24.
Here we go, Braden.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And out of here. A solo shot. And they close the gap. It's 6-3.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Brian Abreu won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
So they
Houston,
turn to their
number
closer,
71,
Josh Hader.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Comes up empty. The Astros trying to close out a 3-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9.
Ball.
That
That's
one
a ball.
just missing inside. It's 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. That's down and in. we'll see another payoff pitch. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Jacks a swing, hit to the left side. Paredes takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Well, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. And a foul ball. Tap back to the mound. White Sox down to their final out.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
For the White Sox, catcher Edgar Arrow.
Two down, bases empty, but one run across. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. In the air to left center. That one gets down for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the White Sox.
Here's the center fielder, Tristan Peters. 1 for 3. That one not close. And that's ball 1. Carroll off of first with 2 away.
Ball. Low.
They're down to their final strike. Good job to fight that one off. Here's the 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2-2 now. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
That one misses. Ball 1. The tying run at the plate and fouled off. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Tying run at the plate. And that one gets past the catcher. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Two on, 2 outs. That one missed. Murakami waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
plenty of pop in his bat, and he could end this ball game with one swing if he gets the opportunity.
Payoff pitch. Got him, and that's the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.